Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur zweiten Folge von der Stanley Parable. Meine Blind Let's Play zu der Stanley Parable. Ja, das ist meine zweite Folge jetzt und heute noch ein bisschen länger als die letzte.
This is the story.
Das kann man jetzt mal überspringen hier, weil das kennen wir schon, wenn die letzte Folge
Stanley had
geschaut
never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Das kann einfach mal durch hier, ganz easy.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. Das ist auf jeden Fall schon mal ziemlich detailreich. Das gefällt mir.
Wow.
Mir gefällt das Spiel heute immer ziemlich gut.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous room.
Fuel.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nö, immer noch nicht. Diese springen wir nicht hier runter.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Versteckt sich unter den Tisch hier. Caution, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Okay. Nicht lügen, und wenn ich lügen sollte, dann jetzt aufhören. So, nochmal hier runterspringen. Nee. Lass es mal.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, was ich jetzt sagen soll die ganze Zeit. Es sieht ziemlich dunkel aus da drüben. Ist gut, stimmt.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can...
Ganz schnell aufhaben hier. Ganz schnell ins Telefon.
Sweetie, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Warum ist das vermisst auf Deutsch? Guten Morgen, Angestellter 427, drücke I auf deiner Tastatur.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Bitte drücke B, drücke mal G. Funktioniert nicht.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Bitte drücke F. Ja, wie schon
But in
so
his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Bitte drücke Q, um fernzusehen.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What the
First,
fuck?
he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Die Zeit stimmt nicht mal. Bitte drücke E, um Zeit mit den Kindern zu verbringen.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Ich drücke I, um Abendessen
As he
vorzubereiten.
wandered through this fantasy world,
Warum?
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Okay, machen wir's mal.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Ach, das war trotzdem einfach.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Ich will aber nicht sterben. War's es jetzt? Ich glaube, es war's, ja. Jetzt bin ich woanders hier, oder?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Dann gehen wir doch mal rein hier endlich mal. So.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Mal schauen, wo es hingeht. Loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Ich glaube nicht dadurch. Ja, dann müssen wir jetzt mal hier durchgehen, ne?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Warum? Das ist ja auch falsch, das ist also klar.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see.
Mir gefällt dieses Spiel irgendwie.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah, okay. Das hat mir sogar anscheinend gestimmt.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Loading. Ist schon wieder hier. 10 Minuten 30 sind wir gerade so. Wir können es ja mal versuchen.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Schon wieder
What
hier.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Machen wir es jetzt mal. Aber wenn ich es jetzt verhindern kann, dann würde ich die Treppe
When
ausgelaufen.
Stanley... Wait.
Was?
Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Well, did something change?
Schon verwirrt.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Nein,
did you
natürlich
move
nicht.
the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Okay. Lauf jetzt einmal durch diese ganzen Gänge so durch. La. Wir können ein bisschen durch die Gänge hier durchlaufen. Okay. Gehen wir hier lang und hier lang. Hier lang.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just...
Ist schon wieder
Do we need to
hier.
restart the game again?
Okay.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Sie hat die Geschichte kaputt gemacht. Gut, bevor ich die Geschichte nochmal kaputt mache, beende ich jetzt auch hier wieder mal die Folge. Das heißt, bis zum nächsten Mal. Stay tuned, euer Lukas.